Here you have all the parts you need to build the helicopter stand. These parts are the parts which connects to the helicopter, while these parts are for holding the GoPro, and then that can actually be chosen to not be used if you just want to use it as a training stand. So what we are going to do is drill holes for all of these hinges so they can be mounted down here. This needed to be mounted on top of here so that the landing skids can go under here. In the rear it will be held by this one, so therefore we need this one to be mounted here so that these can go into each other. And you see these springs here? They are used to pull this against the middle so that the helicopter is held on place without using any tools at all when you are actually using this. These springs will connect to the legs going out. That's the only parts I don't show here on this board, the carbon fiber legs. Those you are going to attach here in the end of the video. But anyway, now we just continue with making all these holes. So we should also make a hole here for this extension arm that should go down to the GoPro mount. And as you see, everything is perfectly symmetrical. All the parts are the same on both sides. That's just to have the correct weight distribution. And the same applies here. These are bearings, which you need 2 of in this position, because they should be mounted here and here, because then this screw can take up the momentum, the torque from the GoPro camera. These 2 bearings are situated inside here, so we need to make holes here too. And this screw is 1/4 of an inch UNC thread, just to be able to use it with not only a GoPro, but you can use it with another camera that also fits within this space. So now I go ahead and make the holes, and then I will be back here and mounting together this piece first, and then after that one is finished I will do this one. Now I have made all the holes, and as you can see here I have fitted the ball bearings inside of 2 of the holes here on the sides. I have also inserted screws here and here. So let's just mount it together. And then we have the camera screw here. So now this part is basically done, and we should go ahead on the other parts. So I will do one of the sides of the helicopter in detail, and then the other one I will just fast forward for you. So let's connecting these hinges on the bottom of here. Okay, so now we have the hinges, and then we should add this part in the front, because the skid is going to go under here. But first you should add a piece of foam here, because then you will not transfer as much vibrations as you would otherwise do. Before we fasten this, maybe we want to add some foam inside here also, so let's do that. Okay, now this part is mounted, So let's go ahead and place this part here in the rear. This is here due to this one. It should lock this in place. And you have 2 holes here, 2 holes here. So I screw them together. Okay, now this is done. Let's also add some padding inside here. Okay, now we have padding inside here, so it should reduce the vibrations. And this one goes easily in here. So then we should connect this one. And be sure to have these holes to this rear part. You want to have it is in a 90-degree angle over here. So if you have a table like this, then it's quite easy to just look at it and glue it in a 90-degree angle. So that's what I'm going to do now. Oh, I should hold this for a little while now, but I will be back soon, and then I will connect all the springs. Now this landing skid base is glued together. So now we want to add this lock here in the rear, so that the skids are locked in place. So we are going to take one spring and mount it here, and another spring and mount it here. So now the springs are connected here, so then we connect them to these holes here and here. And now when the springs are connected, we can just drag it out and snap it here. Perfect. Now it's easy to unlock the skids and lock the skids again. Before we mount the GoPro mount down here from this hole, I think it's a good time to add these legs. So I have prepared how it looks like here. This is one set of legs. These are not completely finished, because first you add this steel wire here. You twist it around just to hold these carbon bars in place, but they can still slide, as you see. And the same thing as this at this side. To prevent them from sliding, we're going to glue them. And then you can use hot glue. Place the landing base along a straight line, and then you adjust these carbon fiber bars so that you get the angle that you like to have. Now the legs are mounted, and they are suspended with springs, as you see. So the only thing left is to mount the GoPro on its gimbal out from this axis here. So I have already mounted the GoPro here. Just insert it in the hole. And there we have the GoPro. I need to balance this with some weight, but let's make a test flight.